Hello, this is Winston Cunningham, and it is September the 9th, 2024. And I'd like to talk about bubbles and balance. Balance is that elusive spot between experiences where you're catching your breath. A bubble is the next experience. And just like a bubble, you blow a bubble and it disappears almost immediately. So a bubble to me represents each experience, and one particular experience will not and cannot be repeated. So that we pay attention to each experience and then achieve the balance after the experience. We do this continually, as if life is a series of bubbles. Fleeting. But each bubble is important. Experience, when we're in the middle of an experience, it's like the bubble is full blown. And if the moment we become distracted into something else, the bubble bursts. And that's it, it's gone. Now, balance is achieved as we not only are between experiences, but as we are using undivided attention into each experience, then we can we do achieve a sort of balance after that experience. It's like, as Dr. Barbara Condren pointed out to me once, that when you lift your foot off the ground, headed forward, the world is out of balance. When you put your foot back down, the world is in balance again. But balance is also fleeting and temporary, because if you remain in that state of balance, you can also become stagnant. So the ideal is to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you go between the bubble and the balance. Bubble, balance. So if you live your life appreciating each experience as if it is a bubble, and it will be gone in a moment, then your state of balance will become more giving to you. So when whatever we're in the process of giving, and that is how we use our attention, whatever we're in the process of giving, the universe gives back to us. And so we can tell how we're doing by what we are gaining. With each bubble, with each experience, there's a gaining. And that's why we're here. So each experience has within it the seed for us to understand something more about ourselves. Experience is the bubble. Balance is Thank you, Lord. Lord being I am, which is the essence of each individual. And I say that a lot. Thank you, Lord. Because I'm appreciating the opportunity. And especially when I have some neat things happen that I know is the universe giving back to me, because I have increased some use, some way of diligence. And a friend I went to school with, I identify her as using diligence and purposeful activity. And I use that phrase a lot, but that describes her approach to life. So bubbles and balance. Look at each experience as a bubble. And each bubble will disappear, it will pop. But catch it while it's here, and you will create a greater balance. And this can be said many ways in many languages, many spiritual works. If you put this question in your mind, hold on to it, then pick up a book that you have some respect for, and just thumb until you feel like you need to stop. And it will relate to what I've just talked about. That way, you can relate to it in your own way rather than mine. And that's what's most important. When Jesus said, "Go your way and sin no more," your way is individual. There's no one else like you. So continue on the direction that you're headed, and sin no more. Sin, the definition of a sin is where there has been a mistake, where no learning has occurred, so that you repeat the same mistake over and over. And that's what Jesus, the knowing quality, suggested when he helped somebody to healing, which was healing within himself and all aspects of self. So when Jesus said, "Go your way and sin no more," just pay attention to the path that you are seem to be pulled toward, and learn from your mistakes. We learn by making mistakes, but you don't want to deliberately make mistakes, but pay attention to the mistakes that you do make and learn from them, and treat each mistake as if it's a bubble. When you make a mistake, when you realize you have made a mistake, put your full attention into it until you can see how to correct it. We gain ground, we go from bubble to balance by learning from our mistakes and creating as we go. Rather than wanting all of the answers before you begin, it's best to learn as we go. As a man thinks, so is he. You know, all of these phrases will fit into this picture of bubbles to balance. I'm Winston Cunningham. Thank you.